One of the most common things that I hear from job seekers is, help, I'm feeling all over the place and I have no idea how to get started. Between exploring your options, trying to manage the job that you probably already have, and making sure that your resume does what it needs to help you land that interview, there's no doubt that the job search can be an overwhelming process. My name is Jen Walker-Wall. I'm the founder of Work Wonders Careers, where we help people land new jobs and thrive at work. And today I want to share my tips for helping you uncomplicate your job search by revealing how we help clients go from confused and overwhelmed to finding the clarity they need to start the job search. Tip number one is to take clarity where you can find it. When people come to me and say that they don't have any idea what to do next, they're feeling really unclear, what I often hear is that they're not recognizing the clarity that they do have. You might not have a specific job title or a specific company or a plan on getting started, but what you're likely able to articulate is some of the things that you actually want out of your next job. For example, I want a shorter commute. I want to be part of a more collaborative team. I want to contribute at a higher level. And that, my friends, counts as clarity. Even if it's not a full picture or a clear job, it still counts as clarity, and we can absolutely use it as a starting point and a touchstone throughout the job search process. And if we learn to think about clarity in this new way and focus on what we do know and can articulate versus what we don't know, I bet you'll find you have a lot more clarity than you think. Tip number two is to write it down. So if the clarity that you do have and are experiencing is feeling a little abstract, writing it down and putting it in black and white can really, really help here. In addition to feeling clearer and more confident about what we want, writing it down gives us data, it gives us criteria, it helps create a roadmap for the rest of the process. Your insight into what you're looking for will give us questions to ask, people to meet, and criteria to evaluate different opportunities by. Writing down the clarity that you do have and the clarity that you develop along the way will help ensure that you continue to make good decisions for yourself and stay rooted in your goals along the way. If you'd like more structure for what kinds of questions and what kind of information you should maybe be asking yourself, make sure you grab a copy of our free Uncomplicate Your Job Search workbook over on the Work Wonders Careers website. Our next step in this process is to reframe where you're at. So if you're constantly telling yourself that you're all over the place and have no idea what you want or what you should be doing next, now that we've started the process, you have a little bit more clarity, and it's time to change the story that you're telling yourself over and over again and replace it with a new one. Here are a couple of options for you. Right now, I am an X, fill in the blank with your current job title, but I'm looking for opportunities in X, Y, and Z. Fill in the blank with what your interests are. Or you could try, currently I'm in X industry, but I'm exploring options in A or B. Not only do these lines and reframing help us tell our story to ourselves in a different way, but they're great if you're thinking about going to a networking event or you're out on the job interview and you have an opportunity to tell your story. They work in conveying your story to other people just as well as they work for you. Telling yourself that you're all over the place simply emphasizes your confusion and uncertainty instead of the clarity that you're working on cultivating. You may still be experiencing uncertainty because that's just part of the job search process, but it doesn't mean that you don't have any clarity or direction for your job search. No matter how all over the place you might be feeling right now, I bet there are some questions that you can answer. What do you want more of? What do you want less of? What opportunities sound intriguing to you? I hope these tips for simplifying and clarifying your job search, even when you're feeling all over the place, have been helpful. If you have questions or comments or you want to chat, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, or you can send me a DM. Thanks for watching.